Hello, welcome back again, Nick from Quit with Nick. This is step number 7, video 7 in a process that I have broken down to share with you a hypnosis process that is going to help you long term. Now, step number 7, it might seem obvious, doesn't it? But it's amazing how rare it actually happens, and that is follow-up. A hypnotherapist simply getting in touch with you in some form or another, and these days there's no excuses. There are many ways you can get in touch with someone. Email, phone call, text message, Facebook, social media, whatever you've given them that in terms of your contact details. Now, here's the simple and honest fact why a lot of hypnotherapists will never follow you up after a session, and you'll never hear from them again. You know why? Because they're not confident in the results that they are getting you. And they do not want to hear that you've started again. It's as simple as that. If you ask a hypnotherapist, do you follow up with me? They're probably going to feel like they should say yes. And if you've got a little bit of intuition and you can tell, and your BS radar is up, you'll probably be able to tell if they're telling the truth, because they know it's going to seem silly and not very professional, and to say no, I don't. You've got my details if you need me. Most hypnotherapists who do not follow up won't say that. They'll just say, "Oh, yeah, you'll hear from me." You can tell if they're lying, right? So, and think about any service industry, any business that's helping the public. If they know that they're not doing the best job, or they're cutting corners, or let's say you get a builder in to repair your roof that's been leaking or whatever, and that builder comes and they know they did a bit of a dodgy job, they used materials that aren't going to last long, and then blah, blah, blah. Do you think that builder's going to call you 3, 4, 5 months later and go, "Oh, hey, just checking in, how's that roof going?" No, because they know they're going to probably hear, "Actually, I'm glad you called. It rained last week. It's all pouring down again. It's back to square one. It's still leaking." No. So if a hypnotherapist isn't confident in the results they're getting for their clients, you're never going to hear from them again, and they'll just give you their card. If you're lucky, they'll give you their card and say, "Oh, you'll be right, Mary Jane. You just call me if you need me." And then sadly, even people that have done that, I've heard from some people that have done hypnotherapy that they tried to get in touch with the hypnotherapist because they started again and needed a second session, and they never returned their calls. They kind of fell off the grid. Just Google my name, Nick Tyrone. Have a look at how easy it is to contact me. And that happens when you get a profile and you're good at what you do and you've been around for a while and you've helped a lot of people. So I don't know about you, but if I'm going to spend time, money, and effort for a service, I want someone like that. So follow-up is important. And you know what? Why shouldn't you be followed up? You've paid a good amount of money to go and see a health specialist. They should follow you up. But you know what? A lot of hypnotherapists who I might mingle with and network with occasionally and meet with, they believe, well, I'm a specialist. This is what they say as justification why they do not follow up. They go, "Well, when you go and see a specialist, do they follow up with you?" I'm like, "Well, like if you see a heart specialist, an ENT, or a skin specialist or whatever, do they follow up?" Well, no, they don't. Well, I'm a specialist, that's up to... The difference is, though, if you're a hypnotherapist that is promoting a success rate, how are you going to know that success rate unless you follow up? Some hypnotherapists are assessing and determining their success rate by the number of people who never contact them again after the session. Does that sound right to you? Don't you believe that if I'm going to promote a success rate of 94%, I need to be able to justify how I have arrived at that number? It's not just a number because, oh, well, Mary Jane didn't contact me back, so she must be doing fine. I'll add her to my success rate because I haven't heard from her. You know what? If a smoker starts again after hypnotherapy programs, maybe they're feeling ashamed, maybe they're feeling guilty, maybe they're feeling like a failure, and they're not going to call and just go, "Oh, well, that was a waste of time and money." But I actually follow up. I actually go to the lengths of following up, and I have many avenues for that. Not only a call, a text, an email, but I've got a Facebook support group. I've got my Quit with Nick Facebook page. There's many ways people can contact me, and I can contact them, you know. So be mindful of that. Ask that hypnotherapist, do you follow up with me? How do you follow up with me? How often will you? Because I want to know that you care about my result and you're going to check in on me, you know. So very important, make sure there is a follow-up process by the individual, whether it's from their VA in the Philippines or some assistant or whatever, just some follow-up. How are you going with this? How you feeling? I like to follow up because I'm confident in my results, and I love hearing how people's lives are already changing even after a week or two. Oh, my cough is already gone. I'm already feeling better. My skin has improved. I've already saved $300, you know. I love hearing that. Why wouldn't I want to hear that? I'm confident that this is what people tell me, which is why I love following up. So, very important. If you're going to do hypnotherapy, just ask about that follow-up process, right? So, that's step number 7. In step number 8 in a hypnotherapy process, I'm going to share post-session support. Not just following up personally, but actual tools and things that can support you long term. Really important. So this is Nick from Quit with Nick. Feel free to share or tag this video with anyone on the journey who I could help, even just by phone call. See you on the next video. Take care.